back to Haunt the Collector with me, Jace, and I'm sorry. There I was on the last video. I promise I'm going to get these videos, blah, 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 and it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since I got a video out. I am utterly ashamed of myself. I am so sorry, guys. But, and I know this sounds like I'm making excuses, and I probably am making excuses, but it's the truth. Literally, the first 2 weeks of this month, guys, I'd had 1 day off, and I worked 12-hour shifts. I'd had 1 day off in the first 2 weeks of this, and I was utterly shattered. And, you know, along with the drawing, which I'll show you my most, guys, only because I've left it out on the table. You know, I'm doing the drawing as well, guys, which I'm really enjoying doing, and obviously that chews into a little bit of spare time that I have. On top of that, guys, I've also, as some of you will know, I've kind of started seeing someone. You know, we went on a few dates. I haven't dated in 5 years. I haven't been in a relationship for over 4. So I'm a little bit rusty, but bless her, she seems to like me for some reason. And she wants to see more of me. So yeah, so she's a lovely girl, and so we're sort of seeing more of each other. So obviously it affects things because it's you know, it's not a routine yet, is it? It's new. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So been a lot of work, and my social life has taken a huge change. For most of you, a change that's never happened, because I say I've been on my own twice as long as I've been doing this channel. I did go to Comic-Con recently. I went to Telford Comic-Con, which has now been taken over by Monopoly. Monopoly are a fantastic company, and I urge everyone in the UK to please come to their events, and to not confuse Telford now with the Wales Comic-Con that ran it before, because I know there was a lot of issues. I myself have not had any of my refunds from Wales either, and I think they owe me 3. So yeah, it's taken over by Monopoly now, who are way more organised. And I only went for the 1 day. I went with Lydia again, and I met the Mountain, Hafthor Bjornsson, thoroughly nice fellow, and enormous. But it was great. But I didn't do a video. It was very quiet, but it was a brilliant day anyway. And I've got a few pieces. From there, which I'm going to show you. One's here on the table because I've been playing with it. So I'll show you that later when I do the tour. So, but I thought, I've got a day today. I'd literally this morning, I posted a thing apologising, saying sorry to everyone. And I thought, what I'll do is, I'll get my arse in gear, because I'm on nights tonight. I'll get my arse in gear, and because I've been meaning, because it's 6 months, halfway through the year, and do a tour and just talk to you loosely about a few ideas I've got. I've moved a couple of 3 things around. More stuff's going to be moving, because as some of you will know, I've got some very big pieces coming towards the end of this year, both 1/1 scale, both by Infinity Studios, Witch King of Angmar bust, and the incredible looking Sylvanas bust. I can't wait to get that. And who knows what I might pre-order in the meantime. Yes, so I'm having a big sort of a change round at the moment, both in my personal life, in my collecting, or how my collection is. I'm collecting more sort of original artwork now, and commissioned artwork. You can see one behind me there. And so I've got sort of a love for that, as well as doing my own artwork. And yeah, I've also started, I never thought I'd ever say this. Now, I know some of you aren't going to be remotely interested in this, and I wouldn't have been up to about 2 weeks ago, but I've kind of started getting into having plants. I bought some. I'll show you them later. And just let me know if you're interested in them. I know some of you are, but I know maybe most of you aren't. But I'll show you quickly anyway. Yeah. So I have been doing things. Anyway, I'll tell you what. Shall we have a boss around the house? Let's have a boss around the house, and I'll show you where I am with things, and I'll loosely talk through, because I know some of you have been asking questions. Yes, there are a series of videos coming up, and I'll try to remember to cover those when I go around. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I haven't even forgotten that I've got to get that bloody base painted. I just haven't got around to doing it. I'll see you back here in about half an hour. We'll go around, because I reckon it's going to take at least that to get around all this. Yeah, so I will quickly show some of the inverts as well, guys, but it'll only just be a quick scan of them. I'm not going to be delving into them and things like that. So, but I do try to accommodate everyone, because some of you guys are here just for the statues and the sort of the collecting side of things. Some of you are here who I've met through keeping inverts, because I got back into that. Some of you are here for the art. And some of you, a lot of you message me, and you're just like, Jace, I just love seeing what you're up to, mate. So I have to accommodate all of you. So please, you can always just skip through the little bits anyway if you don't want to watch them. But I will flip through everything pretty quickly. I won't hang around on things too long, because it's just too much to get through. Right, okay, I'll see you back here in about, say, 30 minutes or so. Try. Okay, everyone, so starting upstairs with, I suppose, the biggest piece of my collection, my 1/1 scale Infinity Studio Nazgul, and I've got the UC Morgul blade on the base there, and I also have the UC sword of the Nazgul hanging up there as well. And we'll just have a quick look at the Infinity Studios Nazgul itself. Superb piece. Strangely, this is the piece I give the lowest score to, but it's one of the pieces I'm most impressed with. It's just the presence, guys. And interestingly, even though I gave this sword quite a bit of stick, it is better, I think, than the UC one. And I don't know if we'll be able to see, but the watchtower of Amun-Sul on the base there. Can't wait to get the 1/1 scale Witch King by Infinity Studios, which will be coming soon as well, guys. Talk a little bit more about that one later on, about placement and everything else. Well, the 1/1 scale Witch King I'm thinking of putting here. And then this fella will go over there where they are, but we'll talk more about that. Quickly while we're here, just for the invert, guys, I've got my Balfouri commune there, my tank by Natalia enclosure. And yeah, there's actually 58 tranches in that tank. And then I've got a few more on the bottom there as well. Not Balfouris. There's a Theraphosa blondi down there, which is the biggest transfer in the world. And then a couple of Asian ones in the tanks next to it. Okay, also on the back wall here, guys, I have started to get my Comic-Con photos framed and hung. So there's the first of them on there. Just thought I'd show you those very, very quickly. Look at the ones on the end before I lost my weight. Yeah, so, and I've already got the hooks ready for some more. There are some being framed as we speak. And then coming over, for those of you who've been on the Haunt tours before, not much has changed here. We've got the map of Middle-earth, which came from Weta. All my picture framing gets done at Picture Framing in Shrewsbury. They do a fantastic job. And I've got my Pro One Studios quarter scale Lotrs here, which I had the base custom painted by Alan. Absolutely fantastic. Also, nothing but issues with this since I had it, and those of you who saw the video, both those arms fell off not all that long ago and broke and shattered. I had to repair the bow, I had to repair the arms, I even had to repair Frodo and Gollum underneath because the one arm swung down and hit them. So those arms are now glued on. Luckily somebody wanted to buy the sword and shield arms, so I've sold them, destroyed the boxes. Actually, the box destroying video would prove to be very, very popular. So this is one piece now that will never leave my collection, or if anybody did ever want to buy it, they're going to have to come pick it up because I can't post it. So yes, custom painted base on that one. Fantastic job by Alan on there. More about that when we get downstairs, because obviously, as I've been saying for about a year now, I do have another piece to go to get custom painted. And down below we have got obviously the Pro One Studios quarter scale Frodo and Gollum. Another spectacular piece on the Lord of the Rings range by Prime One. They really did get this one. Why can they do bases as good as that? And then certain bases I have to get custom painted. And there's a base we'll be coming to downstairs, which I think I'm going to have a go at doing. I'm still watching some videos on techniques and things like that, but I think I'm going to have a crack at it. Anyway, yes, we've got a lot to get through, so let's move on. Just wanted to bring you in here quickly, guys. It's a bit of a tip in here. Got the Lego Rivendell there with the case. Obviously, unfortunately, I broke the bloody case, so I've got another one ordered, so that will be going back into the new case. Not even ordered a case for that one yet, and there's the other one, the other Star Wars piece down there. So obviously we've got the UCS Land Speeder, and then this mid-range of ships they're doing now. I think I've got all of them. The other ones are still boxed. Yes, for somebody asked today, I have got Barad-dûr ordered, but it's on back order. Unfortunately, I was working a load of shifts and I'd forgotten all about it. By the time I went on there, I'd missed the gifting purchase. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to buy that separate now anyway. So I didn't sort of rush. And then when I got around to thinking about ordering it, it was on back order. So I just didn't rush to order it. But it is ordered. And as somebody asked me today, yes, I will 100% be building Barad-dûr. I will be getting a display case for it. And I will be videoing the whole thing. In here as well, we've got my original, these are the actual authentic movie posters. Those of you who follow the channel for a while would have seen these before. Again, framed by Shrewsbury Picture Framing. These are all the original movie posters. Would have loved to have taken these to Comic-Cons and got them signed, but too late now. I was sort of holding off on doing this because in here, guys, I have got I'm getting a custom-made frame for this. In fact, I'm doing it next. It is the Dagger of Greenwood Wormtongue by Mike Shea. Again, some of you would have seen the video. So, and it's got the scabbard in there as well. So I am getting a custom-made frame for this to display it properly. So I was sort of holding off on doing this video till I got this done, but just wanted to show some of my original art that I'm now collecting as well. So this is the original art piece by artist Luke Michael Copsey, one of my favourite artists. I've got another original piece of his downstairs as well, framed. I've got another couple of pieces to get framed. I love his work. He was a guest on the last live stream I did, so please go and check that out if you've not seen it, and certainly check Michael out. He's on Facebook. Yes, I think he's on all social media. Never City Creations is the name of his site. Check out his work. But I love that piece, love it. But that's the original piece. Another original piece here, which I picked up at the Shrewsbury Comic Con, which is by artist Mike Perkins. Some of you might know Mike Perkins' work. He's done a lot of work for Marvel and DC, but he did a Judge Dredd. I'm a huge 2000 AD fan. And he also got John Wagner, the creator of Judge Dredd, to sign it as well. So it's signed by both Mike Perkins and John Wagner. And I say that's an original art piece as well. So really, really pleased with that. I just wanted to show you this very quickly because I know most of you probably aren't remotely interested, but I'm sure a couple of you will be. And I know some of you message and you always say, oh, I'm interested to know what you're doing, Jay. I've literally just started buying cacti and succulents, and I'm really enjoying it. You know, I've only just started, but I've seen some more that I'd like to get, and they just brighten the house up. And I'm sort of finding my green fingers a little bit. My mum and dad are so pleased because I've never been remotely interested, but something's just sparked to me. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you them quickly, guys. That I'm not really going to be doing any videos on this, but I have started buying and keeping cacti and succulents. So there we go. There we go. Just thought I'd share that one with you. Okay, now coming into the main room. So this will look a bit different now. I've changed things around a little bit, not just here, but over here as well. And I'm really liking how things are going to be looking. And I'll go through some of the changes because most of you will be familiar with this. So the picture on the left-hand side is by Johan, and I can never pronounce his surname, so I'm not even going to try. That is actually an art print, guys. But the one on the right-hand side is another original piece by Luke Michael Copsey. And that was the piece I saw when I first saw him at Comic-Con, and I fell in love with that piece, and I adore it. And then if we go on to the shelving units, we have got the Infinity Third Scale Sylvanus bust. I have got the 1/1 scale Infinity bust coming towards the end of the year, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I've got my original Conan VHS video, which was sent to me by my huge mate, Jacob Rupp. Thank you, mate. I've got the Sideshow 6 from Little Nightmares, a couple of the Weta Rohirrim helms, and then I've got actually my Court of the Dead coin, the only thing I've kept by Court of the Dead. It's interesting to see that they're starting to do statues again. Maybe a little too little too late, guys, but I'm interested to see what they do. That's from the artist Jack Nola. I've got one of her pieces upstairs somewhere. And then I bought that placemat from Comic-Con, and the dragon is from Lydia. Lydia is the best person to take to Comic-Con, guys, because she spots things that I would have walked straight past, and I'll show you some of them shortly. Some of my Predator portraits that came with the DX Predator I've put on the shelf here, and I really like the way they look. In fact, I love the way this side of the room looks now. You're like, sorry, I'm getting myself in the bloody mirror there. Apologies about that. And down here we've got the most recent piece, my quarter scale Witch King of Angmar. Brilliant, 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 superb piece. All these pieces I'm doing, guys, for those of you who might be new here, all of them have their own videos, unboxings and review videos. You're just going to have to scroll down and find them. Yeah, when we're talking shit bases, the shit of the shit. Look at that. That's what I'm going to be working on and trying to improve. Can't really make it any worse. So yeah, but apart from that, and the fact that where this sits and how I sit and look at it, can't see that. But look at that, it looks spectacular. Love it. It's got some of my tarantulas here. I'm not going to sort of get any closer to them, but yes, a lot of these now are going to be moved into adult houses. And I've got in the window my ants, who are all doing spectacularly well, and all getting big broods, and are also going to have to be moved into bigger homes. I don't know if we can see any of them. I'll try. I don't know if that's... You can just see some cocoons there, and you can maybe see the ants bombing around, but I don't want to disturb them too much. But yeah, anyway, so there's my ants. Moving across, oh, I'll just show you quickly. For those that follow my artwork, that's my most recent drawing I've finished. I'm literally about to start a commission piece in the next couple of days. But yeah, Darth Maul on A2 scale. Took me 29 hours. Quite pleased with that. And then moving across from Comic-Con. So, Padawan Outpost. I've bought myself a lightsaber, guys. I've also bought from Wicked Brick. There you go, Demon Brick, sorry. Legend of Zelda Master Sword. You can just make out there what it looks like. So I've got that to build and display. I bought some comics and other bits and pieces. But yeah, I will just show you all this quickly. The Darth Vader lightsaber, and there's some serious weight in that, guys. I mean, I've bought it just for display purposes, really, but I've had a little play with it, I'll be honest. But how cool are they? Seriously, and it all unscrews and everything. But I am going to be getting, certainly going to be getting the Count Dooku one. But look at that, doesn't that look the bollocks? Friggin' love it, man. Friggin' love it. Now, coming across here to an area that a lot of you are familiar with, we've got the Prime 1 Studios Gandalf v Balrog, and of course, the very first one that I had, the quarter scale Prime 1 Studios Sauron there. Now, this unit that they're standing on, I've got more tarantulas down there. This unit that they're standing on is going to go upstairs, which will then, and I'm bringing the single unit downstairs. So Sauron will go on the single unit. Sorry, I am trying to get this better angle of this for you. So Sauron will stand on the single unit, and then basically I'm going to put my Predator statue here. We'll get into the Predator shortly. And then this Balrog one will go upstairs. And I've got to get this base custom painted first of all. I know I've been saying that now for about a year, but I'm busy, guys, and I just, my priorities change on a daily basis. So, but yes, I'm going to get this base painted. I'm going to be sending it to Alan. So when I do the big change around, I'll just shove that base in the box and send it off to Alan, get that painted, and then this will be set up upstairs. So there we go. Prime 1 Studios, Gandalf v Balrog, which will be going upstairs eventually. Because I've got to have a change around for other pieces I've got coming this year. And the awesome quarter scale Prime 1 Studios Sauron, which I think, personally, I think is the best Sauron out there. I really do think it is the best one. I love it. When we talk about pieces that will never leave, I can never envisage a scenario where I would even consider selling this. I do apologise, along with the washing machine making a noise now, you've also got to contaminate my stomach. Before I go down to the statues, I'll just show you my mantelpiece now. So I've got, a lot of people have asked where I got that picture from. I got it off eBay, guys, but I cannot remember where I got it. It was literally on eBay. I can't even remember what I put in the search, but it does look pretty good. And then I've got the two Weta miniature towers, Orthanc and Barad-dûr, and then I've got some of the Lego minifigures which I've picked up along the way. The Iron Studios Nazgul on the end there, which I've had for donkeys. That's probably one of the oldest pieces I've got in my collection now. Varying different. The one picture there on the end is I got from, I can't think of his name. He does toy shop on tour. I got it from Comic-Con, and the other two were bought for me by Lydia. And then that was from Sideshow, that Middle Earth. That's actually on New Zealand silver, printed on New Zealand silver. Again, I've had that for a very, very long time. I think that's the Damn Toys Witch King. Now, I just picked these placemats up from Comic-Con. Lydia spotted them. She's brilliant at spotting stuff, guys. I would never have, I couldn't even see them when she was telling me where they were. So I just thought they looked, sorry, there's a bit of glare there. I just thought they looked really cool. And then I've got my miniature Weta Witch King on Fell Beast. And then we've got the Weta Workshop concept Witch King helm. I love that because I think that looks like Morgoth's helm. So I love it. I mean, crikey, I'd be tempted to get someone to model in 3 Silmarils in that and boom for you there, aren't you? Also a little bit like the Judder Man. And then the One Ring, which came out of the Frodo and Gollum quarter scale statue, which we've already seen upstairs. Then moving up from that, crikey, look at that glare. And that's museum glass on that, guys. I really, I question museum glass now because look at the amount of glare that's picking up. But this is my commissioned Witch King of Angmar on Fell Beast, which I had done by the fantastic Simon Powell. Simon Powell Illustrations, Witch King of Angmar, original drawing, and just look at that, look at the quality of that. He is doing art prints of this. Simon Powell Illustration, guys, website, there are art prints of this, but there's my first commission piece. I am getting a commission piece done by Mike Perkins, who I've already shown you one of his pieces. And moving across, I've actually put my Balrog picture there, which is the Jerry Sandusvald print, which I got from Weta Workshop, and I think now that makes that corner look really cool. What do you think? Doesn't that look better? Because that was over there originally by the Balrog, but I've moved it there, and I love the way that looks. And if I tell you that I'm thinking of putting my Sylvanas bust there, some of you are going to say, no, you need to put your Witch King bust there. We'll talk about that in a second. And now we're here, let's have a quick look. So, the fantastic Prime 1 Studios Berserker Uruk Hai, one of my absolute favourite pieces I've ever bought. Absolutely love it. Look at that. He is just so damn cool. He's so damn cool. And then coming down, I've got the two the limited edition Jungle Hunter bust, and I've got the City Hunter bust as well, both by Prime 1 Studios, third scales, which go with the third scale Jungle Hunter Predator. Again, videos on all these pieces, guys, but nearly all of you will know this piece. As it stands at the moment, I think this is the most expensive piece in my collection. And it's the one that everybody certainly seems to like the most. I recently had fibre optic fitted into my house, and the guys that were here doing it couldn't get their eyes off this piece. Yeah, so he will be going over there to open this gap up here, which is where I'm going to put my Sylvanas bust. Now, I know some of you are going to say, having all the Witch King stuff, why don't I put the Witch King here? I just think the Sylvanas bust sat behind me there will look better, because the Witch King being so dark, and I want to keep the 1-1 Witch King and the 1-1 Nazgul together upstairs. I just think they'll look better. I'll have the Witch King at the foot of the bed, and the Nazgul will go at the side of the bed. And I've thought about this, and I think it will look better, but because the Witch King, I think, should arrive quite a while before Sylvanas, so there's no harm in trying him here and see how it looks. But let me know what you think, guys, but I'm drawn to my idea on that one, but I'd be interested to hear what you all think. Anyway, moving across, we've got the Queen Studios Balrog bust. This is the Cinta one. Again, absolutely staggeringly a brilliant piece. I have got to a point now in my collection where I'm just so pleased with the pieces that I've got. I'm just so pleased with the pieces that I've got, guys. And then next to that, we've got the Prime 1 Studios. Awesome. Well, third scale, but they do say it's a no scale, but third, it's third scale, this is. Alien big chap. Look at that. Prime 1 really do Alien well. I'm mega interested to see that new dog Alien they're doing, guys. I really am. I could see me going for that one. So, you know, it's like I've got to keep thinking of the quarter scale cave troll, but yeah, I just adore this piece. This will be moved as well. This is getting moved somewhere else. I'm having a big change around. Just give you another closer view of the Balrog while I'm here. Look at that. How awesome is that? I saw that guy had his painted, done all black, so it's movie accurate. I actually prefer this look. I think it's more realistic. I think when they do them like the movie accurate and they make it all black, to me it looks like a toy. It looks more toy-like. It looks sort of more detailed, more realistic like this. But that's just my personal take. You may disagree. And a closer look at the Pred. Honestly, guys, there isn't a day goes by where I don't look at my collection and think I'm really lucky to have the bits I've got. I really am. I do love all these pieces. And then last but by no means least, the first piece that arrived when I started my collection again after I sold off all my original collection, which was my Court of the Dead. I have got my half-scale Prime 1 Studios T800 Endo. And again, I've had this longer now than any of the other pieces, and I still look at it with awe and absolute adoration as much as I did the day I took it out of the box. again, something that I just know I'm never going to get rid of it. I just know I'm never going to get rid of it. Just look at that. I mean, it's just perfect. And do you remember when this came out, the issues with leaning? Do you remember that? I was going to do a video on this actually, but then I thought, nah, I can't be asked. No lean on mine. I've had it, what, 2 years now? It hasn't moved an inch. And they had the same thing with the Predator as well, and you can clearly see over there, mine's as rigid as a rock, and I've not seen anybody else have issues with it either. So there we go. Fantastic. So lucky, guys. I know I had to have these pieces, and I think for me, as my collection moves slowly forward, it's much slower now. And the issue is, guys, is simply because I love what I've got. I love what I've got, and I love that I'm just slowly, as I'm doing things, I'm tweaking things. Sorry, look at me in the bloody mirror again. I'm slowly tweaking things, and I'm just liking how things look. Yeah, really, really pleased with things. Okay, so that's the end of this tour. Back to the sofa. Let me know what you think, guys. Okay, let's go back to the sofa. So there we go. I hope that was okay for you all. So the house is a tip. I haven't even had a chance to clean. That washing machine is still going. Yeah, so started doing a few new things, sort of moving things around. I do like how this room's starting to look. I do want to alter things a little bit. The inverts in here will all be going upstairs into the spare bedroom, giving more room for display down here. I would be interested to know what you all think with my idea of having Sylvanas. I think Sylvanas will look better here behind me, and then having my Nazgul and my Witch King together in the same room upstairs. That's what I personally think. But I say, with my very, very much Witch Kingy display behind, I'd love to hear your opinions on that, guys. We'll be starting some artwork soon for those of you interested in that. Anyone that's interested in that Darth Maul or any other pieces I've done, please contact me, because I do art prints off that. I do take commissions, although there is a bit of a waiting list on that because of time. Yeah, so let me know. And I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? You see, little things like this I can collect, and I love lightsabers. I'm so pleased with that. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, thank you all ever so much for watching. Please, obviously, anything, as always, guys, shove it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Anything about what I've got coming in the future, blah, blah, blah. If you want me to do pre-order video, potential pre-order video, let me know. I might do that next anyway, but let me know. I'll show it in the comments below. Obviously, when the Barrador Lego set gets here, I will be doing a Lego build on that, but obviously it takes a while to build these bloody things, and I can't just sit for 8 hours and do that, so it would be over a period of day. But obviously the Barrador Lego set will definitely be an upcoming one. I can do a pre-order one if you want me to. More than happy to sit and do that. And I will be starting to do some more artwork in the next couple of days, so obviously that's an upcoming video for the art channel. So yeah, and then I need to get my arse in gear and my brain in gear. And what I'm thinking I might do is, guys, again, I'd love to hear from you. I might do a video which I'll film over a period of time, but it will come together at the end of as I move things around and as I change where things go. So I might do that. I would be keen to do that, but obviously it's going to be a video that I'd have to film over a series of days and weeks, potentially even months. Who knows? But yeah, I might well do that one. So yeah. As always, just let me know. Let me know what you'd like to see. What you'd like me to do a video on. Or, you know, you've only got to say, and I'll do it. Right, okay, I'm waffling. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to hope you all have a great week ahead. I'll catch you all being well, very soon on the next video. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. Ta-ra, a bit from me. Bye.